Yo. Alright, I just got back from the farmer's market and I got something in this bag I'm pretty excited about it. I got this, but a lot of them, like a lot more. Sorry, very tall. Hold on. You may be wondering what this is, and it looks from here like it could be like one of those cherry tomatoes, one of those yellow ones, but it's actually a plum. It's called a Shiro Plum. So yeah, I tried a sample of it at the farmer's market, and I figured, okay, it's like pretty sweet, a little tangy. This would go great into a jam, so that's what I'm doing today. If you didn't know, one of my like favorite hobbies to do, like aside from music, is cooking, and along with that goes jam making. So like I have apricot, raspberry. It's good on like thumbprint cookies. This one's spice pear. I'm running low, so we might have to do another one of these videos for that. And then I also have marmalade, my Paddington moment. Okay, so first things first, I gotta rinse them, because I don't know where these have been. Just get a bag. Typically what I do when I make jam is like I'll chop it into like small pieces. These are already pretty small. I'm debating, should I cut them? Because they have pits in them. I could either cut them, or I could do the lazy thing, which is, you know, bring them to a boil and then just fish the pits out afterward. Boom. Most of them don't even have it. These look like grapes. All right, they're destemmed. Among further thought, I've decided I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm gonna cut them so there's no pits in there that I'd have to fish out later, because knowing me, I would definitely miss some. And then when I spread it on toast, I'm just gonna have an unpleasant surprise. Wait, should I do that like cinematic YouTube thing, like where people do like the snap thing and like it goes from like the full fruit to like the chop? Well, I'm gonna try it. Okay, this is graphic content. All right, so I cut one up and I realized the like fruit flesh, that sounds weird. It clings to the like pit, and I'm fearing that if I cut all of these like that, I'm gonna lose a lot of like the juice and the fruit itself. So I think I'm actually going to just boil them and fish the pits out. All right, I got me a pot, light on for cinematic effect. All right, now let's try the snap thing one more time. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, they're just in the pot. All right, let's turn on this gas range. Yeah, we're just gonna boil these till they soften up, and then we'll add the other ingredients in there. All right, this is gonna sound crazy, but with all my jam, I like to add a little bit of butter because it thickens it up a little bit. Okay. This is starting to get a little mushy, which is good. That's what we want. We want it to like soften up a little bit. And then once it gets to a certain point, then I'll start adding the key ingredient, which is the sugar, which is what kind of makes a jam, because it'll kind of caramelize. Got me a bag of decaying, but I'm running really low on it. Usually I put a cup of sugar. I don't know if I even have a whole cup, so we'll see what happens. Alright, I gotta beat ginger with this. It looks like I'm pouring this into the abyss, but I'm really pouring it into a half cup. I cannot tell you how many times I have spilled sugar all over the floor. It's not fun. It's like cleaning up sand. Yeah, just as I suspected. I don't have a full cup. I have a half a cup. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna add it anyway, and it should still be good. It just won't be as sweet. I guess because I don't have a lot of fruit in there anyway, it should be okay. Pour the last bit of that sugar in there too. Oh, come on, keep going. All right, we're mixing this in. And yeah, this will like kind of gelify it. I don't think that's a word. Yes, I'm so glad that I decided to boil these first, because the pits will be so much easier to take out. And before I put it in there, I made sure to count how many, plums I put in there to know how many like pits I need to fish out? 18 of them. Okay, it's rendering pretty nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna use this saucer and I'm gonna put it in the fridge. And I'm just gonna keep it there. Just so when it cools down, then I'll know like when the jam is done. Because then I'll put like a little dollop of the jam on the plate. It'll like cool off. And if it doesn't run down the plate, that means it's done. And honestly, yeah, there's not a lot of fruit in here at all, so I think the half cup is justified. And then it will not be a lot of jam. It may feel like half of the jar, but screw it, it'll still be good. One concern of mine though is the plums like have like the skin on there, so I hope it doesn't make the texture like weird, which I didn't think of beforehand. It should be soft enough to where it doesn't like, it's not a problem. Okay, so I took the pits out and this is starting to feel like a bad idea because this is all I got left. Which is practically no jam at all. Half the jam is on here. So I think what I gotta do is see if I can clean the pits off as much as I can and then take the remaining jam around it and reapply it back to the jam. We'll see. Okay, all the pits were in there. And this was all the rest I was able to get, which is not a lot, but I don't care. Also, yeah, I'm gonna have a taste test off my finger. Usually I have lemon juice, but I don't have any lemons. But I don't think it needs it because it has like a little tartness to it anyway. I think at most what I'll do is I'll add some cardamom and vanilla extract. So I got that organic cardamom from Whole Foods. And then I also got some Beyond Good Madagascar vanilla extract, which makes my apartment smell good. Okay, so cardamom. Just gonna add a couple sprigs of it. You don't need a lot. And then vanilla. Bottoms up. I'm just kidding. We don't need a lot at all. We just need literally like a droplet. If I can do that, which I usually do excess. Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need. Alrighty, and that seems done. That seems like done. What I'll do is I'm just gonna take it off the fire and I'm gonna do the plate test. But if it's still runny, then all I'll do is just put it back on the fire. But honestly, I don't think I even need to do the plate test. This seems done. Okay, and that's all we need. Just a little dollop. Is it running? Not at all. All right, now I have a jar here. I have a bunch of these jars. I put everything from like candles to jams in them. But yeah, let me just clean this off. All right, now that the jar is clean, what I'll do is essentially make like a bain-marie, where it's gonna be in like a Tupperware full of like warm water. And that way, when I pour the jam in, the glass won't shatter due to the like temperature changes. And also, it will kind of maintain the like texture of the jam better. I don't know, I've done this every time. That's just kind of what I learned online when I first learned how to make jam, and it has not failed thus far. Okay, we got the jar in the glass of water, and it's like kind of making me nervous because it's swimming along in here. It's floating, it's floating. All right, honestly, let me see if I could get a better angle of this. I think that's the last of it. And yeah, there's not a lot of jam, about half a jar, honestly. Tastes like candy. All right, so based on the fact that there's only like half a jar of jam in here, I am thinking I should have got twice as many plums just to make a full jar, but it's okay. It'll still turn out good. I taste tested it and it's really nice. I think it'll go really good on like different like toasts, or if I like put it in like a pastry like a Danish or something like that, it would really go well with like a nice cheese. Now that I have it in the Tupperware, all we can really do is wait for it to cool down, and then eventually I'll just put it in the fridge and it should be all good to go. So yeah, now we wait. Okay, so I think it's done in here. Let me get my towel, just so it's not leaking all over my counter. All right, let's take her out. Whoa, boom, that's all we got. That's a jam right there. All right, moment of truth. Does the Shiro Plum taste good in a jam? Oh no, that's really good. Holy oh my god. Honestly, it tastes very similar to like my apricot one, but this one I actually prefer. I would totally recommend it. If you have Shiro jam, if you have Shiro plums in your area of town, I'd recommend getting some and turning it into a jam. It's really good. Now all I gotta do is just put the jam in the fridge. I am running out of room. I ran out of room. Okay, I made room. They honestly all look the same, aside from the raspberry. Okay, so when I was going to throw away the farmer's market bag, I realized there's one more in there that I forgot. That probably could have added to the jam. That's okay. I should just eat it as is. Uncooked, this tastes 100% like a grape. Looks like one too. Only thing is it has a pit in it. All right, fast forward, it's night. Well, technically morning, it's 12:12. And here comes the fun part of the video where I actually make a song to go with the jam. A jam for the jam, if you will. Nothing crazy, it's not gonna be a super long song. Just kind of whatever comes to mind. And should be around a minute or so. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, so I pretty much have the like layout of the song. I just have keys. So I know at least the chords and like the setup of the track. And then from there, I'm just gonna like choose the instrumentation, put the weirdness on it. It's gonna be a good time. All right, so we got the keys, we got the bass, we got some drums in there. When she rose to the invitation, a grand elation, I see the setting sun shining gold. All right, it's 3:30 in the morning. I think I've finally finished the song. Their lyrics, they're kind of cheesy, but it's about Shiro plums, so I don't know how deep you could get with that, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. When she rose to the invitation, a grand elation lifts above my head. It gets me out of bed. When I did yesterday all wrong, I know today